evaluation is not just data collection. There's data that can be collected that supports evaluation that may not look like what we're familiar with, but has great value if we take the time to analyze and learn from it.
I mean, certainly, we expect some evaluation efforts on the part of our grantees. We expect them to report back to us, but I'm not going to impose on them a very rigid evaluation process or structure. I can really leave it up to their discretion. Tell us what worked, tell us what didn't, what you're going to do differently, what you're going to do the same. It's that simple. I know other times people invest so much time and money in evaluating, they don't have the time to do the work. And that just seems to be very detrimental to the process.
Our partners have taught us, and what we've learned from them has been that evaluation can take many different forms based on what the purpose of the evaluation is. If the purpose of evaluation is learning, then there's a lot of useful techniques and methodologies that really work. When our partners work with, let's say, people who don't know how to write or read, they use theater techniques, they use popular education techniques to get anecdotal information from what the impact has been on a community.
And we had funded an organization, grassroots organization in Homestead, which is our agricultural community, Mexican American. A group of mothers said to me, we'd like to start a folkloric dance program for our kids because our kids are losing their heritage and they're getting into trouble, and so we need a couple of $1,000s to buy the materials, so we'll do the dresses, and then we'll we want to put down a dance floor. And these women did not speak English, so we said, what a great program. So we gave them $2,000 and we asked them, come back or send us a report. Send us a report when you're finished with the grant. So I'm sitting in, a year goes by, so I'm sitting in my office and I hear a knock on the door and I see these two women at the door. And then I said, yes, can I help you? And they said, we came here to give you our report. And so they sat down and they had two binders. So one binder had all the pictures of all the work that they had done, the costumes, the dance floor that they had laid down, the men. And the other book contained receipts to the penny of everything that they had bought. They did not, because they didn't speak English or write English. We typically ask people to submit a report. They couldn't. But that, to me, seeing those pictures and getting documentation was more important than any report I've ever received. And so it changed the way we did our grant making and our reporting. That was a sort of a seminal moment for us to say, we will accept other forms of reports, documentation on the grants that we made, which I thought that was really a beautiful moment for me.
Our partners in Nepal and in South Africa will often tell us these horror stories where their funders, for a small amount of money, are requiring that they send attendance records. And just to give you a really simple example, a partner in South Africa who was working with HIV positive women was required to literally fax in attendance sheets. The faxing internationally cost more than the cost of the program.
So for us, the ideal evaluation is one that pays attention to results and outcomes, but also, equally important are the relationships that are transforming the work and that are being built, and the process behind the work.
Do you really know what a sex trafficking victim, a young girl, may need to really get her life back on track? Is a pre and post test going to capture that? Or is it going to be about those meaningful relationships that really help that person stay on track, and stay positive?
Before you tell me the numbers, before you tell me how many people you served or your outcomes, I want to know the lessons that you've learned and the challenges that you faced.
Our failures as a grant maker, our grantees' failures in their work, are only ways that we learn how to be more effective, both as an organization doing the work and as an organization enabling the work.